I imagine all of us have some weeks like this. Welcome to the weekly update for week 20. Welcome to Mobile Application Tutorials. This is the weekly update for week 20. It has been a funny old week, just to incidents that have happened outside of my YouTube channel. For example, I happen to live in Japan and my wife happens to be out of the country at the moment. Anyway, to make a long story short, I was inside a Japanese car park trying to leave the car park, so I put my card in the machine. The gate went up. I went to drive forward, but I couldn't. The gate went down. Card was swallowed in the machine. The car was trapped in the car park. I could not get out of the car park. So I spent time, and I'm not fluent in Japanese. I am learning Japanese, but I'm not fluent in Japanese. So I spent time trying to get my car out of the car park. Anyway, the day after that, I happened to lose the keys to my house late at night. Again, that took time to get a new set of keys in a country where you're not fluent in the local language. So I have lost a bit of time and had a bit of stress trying to resolve those two issues. Totally unrelated to the channel, but they do impact the channel by distracting me from working on certain tasks related to mobile application tutorials. Anyway, so what have I been working on directly related to the channel? Okay, so I uploaded the source code to GitHub and also published the article for implementing audio on the Android Camera 2 video application. I believe that was quite a quick video, but there were probably a number of people who weren't sure how to enable audio on the Android Video 2 video application. So that's now been set up and released. I also had a request, maybe from a new viewer to the channel, on how to change the font theme or the color theme on Android Studio. And I just responded back to the guy, hey, yeah, I'll just put together a quick video to show you how to do that. And so I did. I released a video just showing you how to load different types of color font themes or color themes and just enable that in Android Studio. Something like a request like that is it's no problems for me. It just takes under 5 minutes to record the video. It might be an hour or two editing and post-production and uploading and social media stuff after that, but the actual recording of the video is quite quick. And so I don't really mind requests like that are fast and simple for me to implement. I also uploaded a video explaining how you can pull the Android project source code from GitHub using Android Studio and how to get that set up, and also how to switch between the different Git tags, and each Git tag represents one of the episodes to a tutorial series. The reason for there's a number of reasons I produced this video. I get a lot of requests almost on a daily basis from emails and messages from people saying, I want you to send me the zip files to this particular episode. And I've explained a lot of times that I don't send zip files. And so this video is for those people, and it's also a helpful video to people new to Android or new to my channel and how to get the source code for a particular episode. And so that was my main reason for setting up that video. There are going to be a few more helper videos for people who are new to the channel as well, following that probably next week as well. I've also been getting a lot of requests from people. When I say requests, people have got a lot out of my channel, they've learned a lot, and they've wanted to contribute a bit back in the form of a little bit of money. And I've said, well, look, how can I donate to your channel? So I actually have set up a donate page. I've also set up donate cards, so you get a little card flash when you're playing the video. You'll be able to click on that from a mobile device. And so I've added support for people who want to contribute to the channel, people who have got something out of it. A lot of people who get something out of something do feel that they want to contribute something back, and that's fine. I won't say no. It does take a lot of time and effort to support and keep this channel going. So yes, I'm now facilitating people who want to do that. There is the donate button on the front page of the channel now, as well as you can get to it from the videos themselves as well. And to keep this channel going, in other words, to pay for a roof over my head and food to eat and maybe some new clothes one day, I'm looking for additional sources of income. So what I've done is I've joined Codementor. It's basically a website where if you've got a problem, you can connect with an expert using your computer, and you can basically share the screens, video conference, video talk, share screens, and get consultancy support or help or whatever for whatever you're looking for. So I've actually joined this website called Codementor, and again, I'm putting cards up on all my videos, or a lot of my videos now, for Codementor. There will also be a link in following tutorials for this, and there's also a link on my website homepage as well. On the right hand side of my web page, you can get a link to Codementor. So if you do want to speak to me, you want help, you want to talk to me about projects, you want to learn Android or anything, you've seen what my videos are like, you can get in touch with me through Codementor. I did say last week, in the video last week, that I don't respond to comments. Well, I do in the form of suspected bugs or people saying thank you. But for anything else, there was no way for anyone to get in touch with me. Through Codementor, that's a means of getting access to my time, which I don't really have a lot of. And you can contact me directly, and I'm quite happy to help you with whatever you want to get done. Okay, moving on to comments. Sort of do this towards the end of each weekly update. Any interesting comments, I'll just pull out and have a quick discussion about them if necessary. So let's switch to the comments. And here we've got Salman Khan. I like this guy. This is a good guy. He contributes. He talks a lot of questions about the channel. He gets in contact with me a lot of times over particular issues he's got on my Facebook account, email, on the comments. So he's very active on my channel. Anyway, he calls me Dear Nigel. The guy's a great guy. He had problems with the Series 5, and I don't support Series 5, but I put together a 3-episode tutorial series on debugging. I'll put the link there just to help the guy out. Bugs more in his environment, not really in my code, so I taught him how to do workarounds just to help the guy out. Anyway, you are wasting our time anymore. Well, obviously English is not his first language, but that's not a problem. My Japanese is crap as well, so I got no issues with that. But you are wasting our time anymore. That's to the changing the color theme. And as I mentioned earlier on in this tutorial, I had a request from somebody asking me how to do this, so I responded with that video. So that's one person's time that I haven't wasted, and there's 3 or 4 likes to it as well, so those people probably felt they haven't had their time wasted as well. And when you say wasting time, do you mean when you keep sending the same messages to someone's Facebook account, to their Google Plus account, to their comments in their Facebook, to their personal email, same messages repeated over and over again, saying, please send me your source code so I can complete time-lapse on the Android Video 2 camera application, so I can complete my assignment at a certain date? Is that what you mean by wasting time, sending loads of messages to somebody and distracting them? Okay. Right, just an indication for anyone, if you want to attack me, that's fine, but in response, I'll just ignore you. It's time and effort for me to even read these comments, and if people are going to attack or insult me, I'll just ignore them. I won't read their messages. It's in my nature just to ignore things like that. So unfortunately, this particular user who has asked a lot of questions in the past, I won't be reading their messages anymore. If they've got any requests, tutorial requests, they've got a problem with any of the episodes, anything, I just won't be reading those messages anymore. And if I happen to do, my only responses are going to come out in the weekly update videos. So just an indication, unkind comments do get ignored and zero support to people like that. And I think you guys have got an indication of what I can do in Android and what projects I can put together and what kind of applications I can put together. And so probably not the greatest idea in the world just to try, attack me, and knowing that you're going to get no contact, no communication, no support ever again in the future. And in regards, this particular user wanted the time-lapse feature working on Android Camera 2 video. And my response to that was, well, if I can get it to work, I will put it at the very end of the Android Camera 2 video series. So that's if I could get it to work. And I tried. I spent sleepless nights working on this project to try and get it to work. And I don't know, it was beyond me. I just could not get time-lapse at all working on the Camera 2 video application. So unfortunately, I know you want to have this, but beyond me, I just can't deliver that. So apologies for that, but I never promised to deliver it at the end anyway. Only if I could get it to work, and I can't get time-lapse to work on the Android Camera 2 video app. Okay, so what am I going to be working on next week? So there's a rumour that I'm going to have time-lapse working on the Camera 2 video application. So everyone, you'll just have to wait and see if I release that video early next week. Okay, there's a few more helper videos I want to put out for people new to the channel as well. So one of the videos I'm just going to put out is just through how to navigate to a channel. People might see a YouTube video published, it might be part 7, and unfamiliar how to actually navigate through the various episodes, how to get the first series, how to get the source code and all that. And as we saw last week, we have produced the how to get the source code from GitHub using Android Studio. So there's going to be a few other tutorials sort of linked to that, but they're just for people new to the channel, just to help them to navigate the channel. People who are watching my channels and know the style, it's not necessary for you guys to watch that, but we're always getting new people coming to the channel, and I want to make it easier and sort of more sane to those people and actually what this channel's about and the best way that you can view this channel. Anyway, that concludes my weekly update for week 20. So if you want to get notified of any of the other sort of videos and trainee videos and Android videos that I'm working on, don't forget to click on that subscribe button down below. And surrounding me is all my social media accounts as well. So every time I upload a video, publish an article, put stuff up on GitHub, there's a lot of announcements I make. That all gets published through the social media accounts. And don't forget, directly above me is a link to my website as well. Probably the best place to watch the videos, because not only do you get the video where you can watch it from, you can also see the descriptions of all the code changes and the details of how you can get those code changes from GitHub. Anyway, that's it for this one. Sort of towards the end of my weekend. It might be the middle or towards the end of yours as well. Anyway, so you hope you're having or have had a good weekend, and chat to you a similar time next week. Bye for now.